Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. And this week on the old Magic Roundabout, it's a bit crowded up there. I'll tell you, we've got two Corgi Toys Big Bedford tankers. A milk tanker and a fuel tanker. So we're going to try and attempt to bring these back to their former glory. As you watch these go round and have a look at them, I'd just like to welcome any new friends of the channel. Welcome aboard, thank you very much, and welcome back all the old friends of the channel. Thanks for your continued support, it's much appreciated. Okay, so now let's get these off the bench, off their magic, on the bench, and have a good look at them. Okay, here we go then. Here we've got the two tankers by Corgi Majors. Big Bedford tractor unit is the main generic unit, and then on the back it's got, on the trailer, it's got Corgi Major toys. Okay, if you notice, this one shaped hubs, and this one is shaped hubs at the back, the smooth at the front. So what we're going to do, I've got another one here which has got shaped hubs, so I'm going to swap them over, so that's not a problem. Take this one out and swap them with this one. Okay, so there you go. And I'll be doing a separate video on this because I won't have time when I'm doing both of these together to repair this. So I'm going to use this unit and change the wheels, put these wheels on it. And I'll do a separate video of repairing this here. Okay, so we're not going to use that, we're going to use this one and change the wheels. Otherwise, and the windy unit, look, the windy unit for this is in here somewhere, floating about in there, and it's in okay condition. So that's what we're going to do, better mix and match, and I'll do a separate video on that. Alrighty, so get them apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what we're going to do on them. I think we can get the hub puller on these and pull these off. Looks like we can. So we're going to do that. And we're going to do one on camera, and the other one I'll do alongside it off camera, or else it's going to take so much time. So here we go. Get the tools out and let's get crack-a-lacking, as PB, Captain Australia, says. Right, got the blue one stripped and all that changed. I need to get it out of the way because I was changing cabs and wheels and stuff over, so that's out of the way. Drill this out. It's 2 on this one. Lift it out. There you go, that's that. That's your tie was holding your ball in. Then is your glass. Drop that out. So that's in good nick, that's okay. Take the tire off this. And what I do, drop the ball out, and I put the tire back on there so I don't lose it. So that's ready for the stripper. There you go. That one's ready to go. The glass is okay, which is good. Now I might struggle to get the puller on here. I did the one earlier on the blue one, and it was hard work. So I'm going to soak some WD-40. I'm going to soak some WD-40 on these, because there's not the greatest amount of room to get in. This is my puller. I mean, this is the better one regarding getting them out, but it's a little bit, these shaped ones tend to be on a lot harder than the others, but that's a general idea, and it gets really tight there, really tight. Just put pliers on there and mold grips on there. So what I'm going to do, Because what I normally do is try that one and then swap it around and try this one, because in my mind, when at the factory, one is put on last, and I think that's one what needs to come out first. See, look, that's coming out. Oh, it is, yeah. Is it? That's a lot easier to get out than the other one. I think one is put on with a machine, and maybe the other one is just tapped on. I'm not sure, but they're a bit tight. So it's not always easy to get them out. So what we're going to do is put some WD-40 on them. I don't want to damage anything, and then I'll get them out. See, that's because it's in there tight. What's happening now, when I pull back, it's spinning. And if I grip the hubs too tightly, what'll happen is it'll knacker the hubs. So it's only once a little bit. Just tap that back out again. So we'll sort that out. We will sort that out, and I'll get my mulgrits instead of this. It'll be a bit easier, because the wheel gets stuck on. The hub gets stuck on here. That's the thing. There you go. It's got it now. I've got to get that off now. So I'll just give that a little tap around and it'll come off. But yeah. So there is one side which is pushed on easier than the other. So you've got to find that side, really. I mean, they are a bit tight, and I'm going to put some WD-40 on both sides of them. Makes it a bit easier to get off. But it's not always that easy, to be honest with you. But it's still better than trying to drill and mess about. That'll come off. I'll just give it a tap in a minute. It'll come off. So that's progress. This one, 3 rivets, straight off. There you go. Nothing inside. Pretty solid. So that's ready to go. I've got to do the same with this one. That's a different tire on there. God, that's solid, that one. That's a matchbox tire, that is. Something stuck a matchbox. King size of that is. That's solid. That's a completely different tire altogether. But yeah, it's definitely a solid tire, that one. So that can go in the bin. I don't want that involved anywhere. Yeah, and I'll get the puller on this one as well. Sometimes you can see from this end how far it's gone on. And I would say it's this side here. So I'm going to mark that. Just going to mark that like that. Okay, let me get this wheel off the puller. Get some WD-40 on there, and then we're ready for stripping. Got our Bedfords all stripped. Oh, that belongs in there. Yep. So now we've got the mission of painting all this lot. I haven't got enough clamps to clamp all this lot all together, so I'm going to do one at a time. And get me in primer. I can do that. Get me in primer. Not necessarily bothered about the primer, because with a top coat, it's the top coat. Oh bollocks! We'll try that again. Got these both stripped now. They're both stripped, ready for primer. No real problems with them, to be honest with you. Bit of a clean up around there, around the edges and stuff. This and that. I haven't got enough clamps to actually prime and paint all these together, so I'm going to have to do one at a time. Well, in fact, what I do is I'll prime it all, because I don't need all the clamps for that, because primer's primer, isn't it? They're going to get rubbed down before the top coat anyway. So I'm going to get these primed now. And then, yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, I damaged my puller. I will get another pin for it. When I was trying to pull this one out, pull this out, they're very tight on here, these. I damaged my puller, so I'm going to go and put these outside because the sun's shining outside. I'm going to put them on the table, let them warm up, and then get some primer on them. I'm going to carry on drilling through these posts here. Got me drill bit in, done that one, done the other one. This is the last one. So nice and steady eddy. There you go. A lot of people ask me why don't I clamp it. Well, the reason I don't always clamp my models is I like to feel what the drill's doing. If this was clamped in a metal clamp and I got a pillar drill or anything else, I wouldn't feel through the casting what it's doing. Now, because this is a long, narrow post on there, if by chance the drill's snagged, this snagged in there, that could snap that post off. I wouldn't notice it, but with holding it with your hand on this type of surface, I can feel if the drill's grabbing hold of it, so I can back off. But if it's in a clamp, then it doesn't always. You don't always feel it, if you know. You're not getting that sensation through your hand, so that's why I do a lot of that. Bit of oil in, nice and steady, trying to keep the drill up straight. It's picking it all off now, so you get rid of all your rubbish off there. Okay, let's paint this Ford Olympic blue. Yeah. So, give a good old shake. Go a light coat first. Hopefully you can see that. I'm not spoiled about the top because it's going to be white. Line there. Put a bit underneath there. There you go, let that dry off a little bit and then I'll put a second coat on that. Just a first coat just to get a nice even surface on it. And we do the cab. Same again, light coats. Getting in, down in here. Short burst. Getting the mud guards. Up underneath there. Right, then we'll give it nice and steady. I'll do just the first light coat, just to get it settled, and then we can go heavier coat next time. Okay. I get the decal on the side of this mobile. I've had to cut them out. So let's have a look, see what we can do here. I want them down the bottom here. Somewhere about there. Near enough. there's a curve there. I just want to get it sitting on that curve, which is, I think, actually not too far from there. We just check the other side, make sure it's near enough lining up. Yeah, pretty good. I've already done the other side and the back. Just want to show you this. Just perhaps go a fraction more that way. Up a bit. Yeah, because this is curved like that, it sort of goes in and out like that. I'm going to have to use the micro set on this. So, very careful here. Just flatten it out a little bit, just gently, because it's got a curve here. Get some of the excess water out of it, which is not a lot. Not a lot. We're just knocking it down a bit there. Yeah, I think we're about right there. I think I've not cut it very straight, I don't think. We should look down there. Yeah. Going down slightly here. That's a bit better. Right, essentially that's it. I'll just give it a... Yeah, because what I want to do, because as you can see, the curve on this bottom part here, it curves down, goes in, and it comes out again at the bottom. It's this bit here what needs to go sunk in. So what I'll do, I'll use some of this micro set, and what that does, it softens the decal, and then it draws it, sucks it into the surface. But really, once you put this on, you shouldn't really touch it. So I'll just gently put that on. Okay, there you go. That's it. I've done this side. That side there, you can see it's a little bit crinkled at the bottom where it's drawing it in. I'll put some on the back as well. So I'm going to leave that now. I won't touch that now. Let that sort itself out. And I'll get rid of that on the bottom. Watermarks on it. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, so that's this side. As you can see, it's around the edges where it's gradually drawing it in. So we'll leave that to one side now, and we can carry on with something else while that's doing that. There you go. So that was a success without anything breaking, snapping. Alrighty then. Yeah, masking line on this one. Just follow it along there, down this side, there and there, and the same with this one, round there. It should be good to go, hopefully. And we get all this painted white. It's up there at the minute, warming up over the fire. 6mm masking tape. This is Tamiya. I use for this bit here. Then I'll fill it in with, this is the Frog sensitive painter's tape, and it's quite good actually. It's not bad at all. I've had some success with this, so I'm quite happy with this. Cut the end off it. Cut it squarish. Yeah. It's not too bad at all. Just a bit of chunk on there. There we go. It's a bit creased, but it won't matter because you're not going to see much of it. I'll cut it just there. I don't want to. I want to keep the ladder. What we're doing here. I don't want to know that, does it? So I'll pull it instead. I'm trying to cut it at a funny angle. Just chuck it underneath there out of the way. And we're good to go. Yeah. I just want to check on that ladder. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be white as well, right way down there. Just got to do this side then, and I'll get some paint on it, and then we can put some decals on it. There we go. I'll do this end done already. Square end. I'm a bit cack-handed when it comes to masking, to be honest with you. I'll get it done, but I'm just a bit cack-handed. So go around there. That will do it. It'll do you. I'm just going to check on Google Images on this bit here. I forgot about that bit. I'll have a look, see what it's like. See what they've done with it. I can't remember. Just fill that in there. I just check for make sure we've got no gaps. We should be good to go. Yeah, I'll just check on the images on that one. That's our blue and white milk one finished. Yeah, it came out alright actually. Quite pleased with the masking on that one. Yeah. So we're going to put the decals on that one. This one, the mobile one, is all finished now. Lacquer's all dried. That was okay. It's showing up bright red in the camera, but it's not actually. It's a darker red than this. I still don't know why. I've been trying to ask a question what's going on with it, but I don't know. But yeah, it's darker. It is darker than that. I'll give you the... Right, so that's that. So we've got the decals here. I've cut them out. Like that. I like to cut mine out as close as possible to the print. Okay, so we'll drop that in the water. We'll drop that in and we'll see where we go with it. We'll drop them into one at a time because sometimes these don't take long to come off. If we're not careful, we'll ruin them. Water's, I'm allowing to get warm now rather than hot, which I've learnt that over the time. That's it, that's loose now. So it goes roughly in the middle. So we'll just stick a bit of water on there. Grab the decal off screen here a little bit. And we'll move that along just slightly. And we'll pop that on there. And we'll see what we got. And we need to come down. Try and keep that in the middle line there. See with the blue, dark blue and light blue. like that. I'm going to try and keep that in that line of that curve. There you go. Just do a bit of dabbing. Do a bit of dabbing. Move it slightly because it's dropped a little bit. People say, oh, well, don't keep fiddling with it. But you've got to get the position right. If you don't get the position right, then you're not happy with it, are you? Okay, so that's that one on. Oh, I'll use that end. Doesn't seem to be many bubbles in it, so we'll just gently, not putting hardly any pressure on it. Just smooth it out a little bit. You can just see a little bit of air coming out just there, coming out at the end. And it has moved a bit, like it's dropped a little bit, but if you're careful with it, you're all right. There you go. That looks okay, doesn't it? Move that out of the way. Okay, and I'll put some marker set on that, some of this red stuff in a minute. That'll help that settle down. So I want to carry on and do the rest now. So you see me do that, fairly straightforward. Do the same the other side and the one on the back. Okay, we're all done. All done, finished, lacquered. That's cool. So we're on to the details now. So they're all done. Bit of detail to do on them. The cab fronts, as you can see, I've scraped around there, brought out the Bedford on that one, and the same on this one. I'll put the glass in so I can set overnight. So now it's down to the detail. I'm only going to do detail 1 on camera, and then the rest I can do off camera because there's 2 of them. Chassis, base plates, they're all done. I put the wheels back on, polished them up, put the tyres back on. These are quite easy to push on, the pull and push on ones. You just find the spline, twist the wheel around slightly, you feel it click, and then just push them in or tap them in with a hammer, soft hammer, a bit of cloth. So they're done. So really, like I say, just the details left to do. So we're going to crack on with that now, and we'll get them done. So basically what I'm going to do with this one, the chrome bumper and the lights, there's no side lights or anything on these. It does on the Google images. These lights should really and realistically be in a bit further there and there. Then there's sometimes a light outside there, and sometimes they have an indicator stalk and an indicator sticking up there and there, but we're not doing all that. So got the brush, got the paint, and we're going to give it a go. So we're going to do the bumper here. See how we get on with it. So we'll do that. You see what I'm doing. Should all know the format by now. Yeah, I decided to scrape around that thin line rather than try and paint it. So, doing that. So we go there. This is a Ford Olympic blue I've done this one in. It's a nice light blue. Looks nice. Yeah, sorry for the break in that. A minute. Right, and carry on. And carry on. I know that the original Bedfords didn't have a right wraparound bumper right round there, but there's no defining line, so it's going to be a bit of artistic license on this one. On here. Good. Yeah. Right. Right, the postage has been. Going to touch that back up again. I didn't do a very good job of that bit. Distractions, you see, you get distracted and it puts you off balance. It does with me anyway. And don't forget the underneath. Right. Okay. Through the headlight. Right, I'm going to carry on with doing this then, and then we'll get back to you on the assembly stage. Alrighty then. Let's get this finished off and put this to bed, shall we? I know what's going on over here with these two. There's some sort of dodgy dealing going on here. They sent Stanley away on the lookout, so I don't know what's going on here. I'll keep an eye on these two. Since he's turned up, he's been acting rather strangely, so keep an eye on him, pair, won't you? Right. Done a few extra details, like you say, done the lights and stuff like this, so now we're going to get this back together. This one drops in. Some have a tyre on the bottom and some have this pin. This one has got the pin, this pin, which goes over, not there, it goes in like so. And I'll put this pin over here. Drop that in there. They're not a tight fit, these, funny enough, but it fits all the same. They're a bit slacker. Put this in. It should fit in all right. There you go. Click, click, clunk, click. Bit of super duper on the job. There in there. In there. I'm hoping this is a bit skewy with this one. I'm hoping it'll go in alright. Should do. Should be okay. Yeah, that'll push down in there. It's right on an angle, that. It's right on that as it lifts up. So there we go. And I wasn't going to drill that because there's no room, so I'm going to put a bit of super on that as well. Bit of belt and braces. There you go. So we'll let that set for a minute or two. Set that on there like that. I've done the bottom of this one. It's all done. I need to rub that off a little bit there. There you go. So I'll use that accelerator on that. So just give this a minute or two to set up and then we'll get it on the Magic. And the other one is here. I've done this one. This one's all done. So there you go. We're all done. We're all dusted. So I'll see you at the Magic Roundabout. This is what we started with. 2 Corgi toys, big Bedfords. The milk tanker and the petrol tanker. As you can see, they're all a bit worse for wear. So now have a look, see what we did with it, or them, see if you like it. Have a look at these. Okay then, here we are then. 2 Bedfords. Tankers, mobile gas and milk. Yeah, come out quite nice, these pair. Yeah, not too bad to do. No, we've got the flickering light back again. It's that poltergeist. Or that frigging noddy messing with the lights. Yeah. Yeah, so here we go. Well, I hope you like these pair. They're nice and refreshing. They look nice. So, there you go. Look forward to your comments on this one. And we'll see you all again next week with I think it's next week is the Paint It Blue. Yeah, Paint It Blue for the Alzheimer's and DMC Challenge. There you go. So, like I say, look forward to your comments. And we'll see you all again next week. Well, be lucky, be happy, and look after yourselves. And thanks for watching. There we go. And we'll cut it about